Thank you so much for joining us today for Witchy Wednesday. This is Ariel and we are streaming live on YouTube. And moderating today for us are the lovely Deline, the lovely Shirley, and the lovely I Am Her Eminence. Thank you so much, moderators, and thank you so much to everybody for joining us today. I hope you're doing great today. If you haven't already done so, please make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. Check out our website at arielscorner.com, arielscorner.com. We have a private Facebook group and a Discord server where you can get a little bit more involved, and you can find links for those, plus all of our social media links in the headers of every page of our website at arielscorner.com. You can also find a donate link, should you like to donate to us, in the footer of every page of our website. Or if you would prefer PayPal, we have a PayPal portal, which you can find at paypal.me/arielgatoga, paypal.me/arielgatoga. Or you could always use a super sticker, super chat, or super thanks if you feel like giving a donation, but want to hang out on YouTube. Our podcast hub you can find at arielspodcasts.com. And our shop is at arielscornershop.com. We do not have a premiere today. We will have one on Friday for sure. I'm doing my best to get one for tomorrow as well. And then we always have one on Saturday for our psalm. I am still getting over a cold. It's not super fun to listen to me talk probably today, but that's the way it works. I didn't feel like canceling. So here I am. We're going to actually do a healing talisman today. So that's why I have all this stuff here. So this is going to be the herb I use. I'm just using peppermint because I like the taste of peppermint, but you could also use chamomile or any other kind of healing herb that is ingestible. Okay, we have scissors. I've got a purple acrylic pen and some yellow cardstock. This is one of those Astro Brights. A protractor, a compass, a pencil, and a ruler. I've cut this square out to 8.5 by 11 square, and you can find all the information about all of that right on our booklet called Can you talk today, Ariel? In our free booklet called How to Make Star Talismans, and you can find that right on our website. If you go to our website, you can click on the menu option called booklets, and it'll give you a whole list of booklets, and that one is called How to Work Star Talismans. So when you've got an 8.5 by 8.5 square sheet of paper, if you set your ruler diagonally, your 6-inch point is roughly the center, and that's good enough. Roughly is good. So what I want to do is I'm going to work with the measurement harmonics today. Since I don't have a lot of other correspondences, I thought we should maybe make sure to measure it according to the numerology of Mercury, which is 8. So I'm going to, because an 8-inch talisman is a little cumbersome, so I'm going to do a 4-inch, which is the first harmonic down. So that means I'm going to measure my compass to be 2 inches from the pin to the pencil tip. And that gives me a 4-inch circumference. Oh, hello. And that's, like I said, the first harmonic. You can use an 8-inch. You can do an 8-inch, and I've done them online before. Nothing wrong with that, but it's just a little big for me today. I don't feel like dealing with it. And then any measurement above that is fine. We just want another circle outside of it to hold the God names. Just sort of frames the God names. And you can also do a tiny bit bigger if you want to do a, it's a little not big enough. So that when you cut it out, you can cut it out on this line and not get rid of the whole line if you want to. I might even do another one just for fun. Just because I feel like drawing circles today. Where is it? There you go. Just gives you a little bit more cutting room. All that really matters is this inner circle. That's the harmonic, and that's the one that actually is the important one. Once this circle gets breached, like if it rips, then the talisman's deactivated. Okay, now we're going to take our protractor, and there's ways to do this, and I think I've done a few of these without protractors. I just use the protractor usually because it's easiest, and it's not as complicated, so that's what people usually want, but, oops, hang on a second. Okay. But maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll do another video where I show you how to make the stars without the protractor, because it's fun. So just every 45 degrees. And actually, you only have to do half of it. Oops. Hello. Because you can get the other half just by putting your ruler through the center dot and the dot that you just made, the measurement mark, the measurement tick, whatever you call that. Actually, I don't know what I'm doing. I could be doing it the right way here. What we want to be doing. See, I told you I'm out of it. And then, cold medicine is not so good for you either, but I did take some. And so, woo, I'm a little high. It's like free crystal meth, legal crystal meth. But it does help a little bit with the congestion so I can get through my day. I don't usually like to take that stuff, but I just opted for it today. And I'm just going to enjoy the ride. So all I'm just doing is pulling those rays into that center circle so that I know how I have the points to start the star. Did I get it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We got it. Woohoo. All right, let's take, I think we're just we'll do a wide one. So I'm going to skip one like this. You can make your angles wide or narrow. The more points you have, the more options you have as to how wide or narrow you want your angles to be. But this is 8. And sometimes I just do two squares that cross over each other, and that's kind of a nice look. I wish I had brought my eraser in here. But we'll just have to do it without. Or I could go get it. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll go get the eraser so it's prettier. And you see how I'm not being perfect? Even if I try to be perfect, it's not going to happen today, but that's okay. Oh, hello. But you do want to finish the star, Ariel. That's good. Let me go get my eraser. Hang on. Oh, goodness. Okay. Let's just get rid of some of these dots. That one's probably not going to come off because it's... Oh, it did. Oh. It's not so bad. Okay, that's good. And this I don't care about because I'll cut that out. All right. Now let's take our purple pen. This is just an acrylic pen, acrylic marker. And I'm just going to, when you're using yellow paper, you got to use some sort of opaque type of pen or it won't show up. I way overshot my circle there. That's okay. And it's really that way if you're using like a purple paper and you want to do yellow on top of that. You've got to use something opaque like an acrylic marker or paint or something, because anything transparent is just going to be a big nothing. But if you have these acrylic markers are nice because they just show up really beautifully. You can use Posca too. My Posca, I only have a small collection of those Posca markers and the tip is a little too big for this. But even like the Pitt pens, they're not opaque enough for this. It just doesn't show up on colored paper. But this does. And I'm just using the complementary color to yellow. But you don't have to. And you don't even have to use these colors. I'm just trying to go for as many correspondences as I can today. But if all you had is a piece of white paper and a pencil, that's fine. Don't worry about it. And I'm just going to make this dark enough that you don't see that I overshot the circle. Nobody will know. In fact, I think I'm just going to use this to color the whole darn thing in. I like that I gave myself those extra. I did that for a cutting circle, but I like that I just gave myself a nice thick line, so I don't have to be so darn careful. Okay, so Mercury, Raphael, Tahuti, Hermes. I work angel magic, so today we're working with Raphael, but you don't have to. And if you don't like to use deities or angels and you just like the planetary energy, that's fine. Planetary energy works just fine all by itself. Power of Mercury. Oh, there went my protractor. That's okay. All right. Now, I'm going to put our normal, I think I'll just put Mercury every other one. I'm going to make things simple today for myself. Except for that's Taurus, Ariel. Oy vey. Okay, then I'll do. Okay, make sure you do the right symbols here. Okay, let's see. What else was I doing? Let's do Virgo. I cracked myself up. Gemini. Virgo. Gemini. Okay, peace. Oh, I'm going to do this for all viewers, but I'm definitely going to do it for myself, but I'm one of the viewers, so all viewers. Peace. Intelligence. That's the quality of spirit. This isn't that great to write with, that's for sure. And then health. And I forgot to put my god names on. That's okay. It's okay if it's out of sequence. Just going to give myself some little borders here. I'm going to do this in pencil first, just because I don't think this marker is going to do too well on the ruler. There we go. And it's Elohim Tzabaoth, and we're just going to do it in English. Going to make it easy on ourselves today. I'm not very good at these brush markers with writing. I have to practice that. Okay. Now let's cut out our baby here. Pretty little talisman. See, it was so easy because I didn't have to color all that in with the markers or the paints or anything, because I just started off with yellow paper. Much easier. I love doing the more, elaborate ones too, because they're fun, but when you're not feeling good and you just need a healing talisman, keep it easy. Simple. Nothing hard. Okay, you can go there. Okay, isn't that cute? So instead of using a candle, I'm just going to put a tea bag in the middle here, and we'll just leave this tea bag in the center for about an hour. And then I'll make a tea out of it and drink it. You can do this with all kinds of things. You can use that if you wanted to make a potion for sprinkling or to bathe. You can charge all kinds of stuff in the middle of your talisman. I'm not sure I like this on there. There we go. There, that's very, very nice. Much better. Okay, and then, there's so much you can do. Now, sometimes what I'll do is I'll take the loose herbs and I'll just kind of go over the line with the loose herb like that and just outline the star with the loose herb and the inner circle and leave it and then tip it into whatever I'm going to use. But I like this tea bag better for drinking because I don't want all that stuff on my tea. So this is, it's not, plus this ink is dry, but I don't know. When I'm drinking it, I like it in a tea bag. If I was going to use it as a wash, I might not. I might use that other method I just told you. All right, let's see if we have any questions. We do not. All right, well, hopefully that was helpful. It was what I was going to do for myself anyway, so I just thought we'd record it. Thank you so much for being here today. Oh, there is one. Okay. I'd like to suggest that you read about oregano oil rather than synthetic cold medication. Okay, I know. I thank you though. I know it's better to do the natural, but I just took the cold medication today because I wanted it. But thank you though. I appreciate your concern. All right. Thank you so much to the amazing moderators, Deline, Shirley, and I am Her Eminence. And we will see everybody tomorrow for Thrilling Thursday. We're going over another 2 angels tomorrow. I think tomorrow I'm going down the tree, so I think tomorrow we're going to go over Angel Samael and Angel Mikael. I think that's the next 2 on the docket. All right, thank you so much. We'll see you soon. Until next time, blessed be.